thank you everybody for being here and allowing me to speak to you today. It is my pleasure to participate in this important community event and welcome you on behalf of all the council members and our Mayor, Hillary Sheedy. Thank you, Director Wright, and thank you to the Nevada Department of Public Safety and Nevada Department of Transportation for hosting this Nevada Traffic Safety Summit. It is so incredibly important. As a Reno City Council member and chair of the Regional Transportation Commission, I understand the importance of the work being done here. This summit is a prime example of how various government agencies are breaking down jurisdictional boundaries and barriers and working together as one for the safety of our citizens on our roads and in our crosswalks. Many of you here today come from cities and counties across Nevada, and whether you traveled across town or across this great state, I welcome you and I'm excited to be a part of this collaborative effort. During this conference, you will hear the phrase zero fatalities with great regularity. And I want you to know that all of us at the City of Reno are united with you and dedicated to the state's zero fatalities traffic safety goal. But it's not just our goal, it is our obligation to work to achieve. We recently at the City of Reno had a strategic planning session where each council member and the mayor identified their strategic priorities. For the next year or 2 years, pedestrian safety was number one. And this wasn't just in response to the trends that we've all been witnessing across our region with the rise in pedestrian fatalities. It was exemplified by a particularly deadly stretch of road that's just north of here. A road that has claimed the lives of 12 people since 1996. It's a high volume, high traffic, high speed road with a long crosswalk, low light, and a bus stop, but no traffic signal. A video was shown at our January council meeting that captured from a casino surveillance video parts of this deadly stretch of road. In shock, we at the council watched as person after person was struck in this crosswalk. They were simply just trying to cross the road. At one point, there was a young man attempting to cross the road and he was struck by a vehicle. Injured, he puts his hands above his head to protect himself from the second vehicle that may hit him. He can't get up, he's injured. He sits there, the second vehicle doesn't hit him, but the first vehicle that did proceeds to drive around his injured body and speed off. Laws need to be changed. We cannot make the penalty of fleeing the scene be an incentive to flee the scene. We have to change that. Just this past Saturday, a motorcyclist was killed tragically right here on I-80. It's fortuitous that today's focus this morning was on motorcycle safety. And yesterday, a teen died near Fermi High School. There are roads throughout our region that need attention. You're all here to help us make sure we're giving those roads the attention they deserve. The priority identified in our strategic planning session for the city supports the efforts required to make traffic safety improvements to these local and regional roads. However, we can work together to make sure that we can make these improvements efficiently, effectively, and quickly. We need to be working together to make sure we can do that. While we work on collaborative initiatives, I know each agency is taking action to create a heightened awareness of pedestrian and driver safety in our communities. The Reno Police Department began sustained traffic enforcement operations focused on pedestrian right-of-way violations. Thank you to all of those police officers and all of you in law enforcement here today. You are such a critical component of everything we do. We are also placing message boards in high traffic areas that interface with pedestrians to drive up awareness. And we're getting the pedestrian awareness message out through local TV and social media. As part of the pedestrian awareness campaign, the cities of Reno, Sparks, Washoe County, the Regional Transportation Commission, and NDOT have joined together in a public service announcement that we're actually taking on Friday, reminding everyone in the Truckee Meadows to be pedestrian safe. We also know that pedestrians have a big part in their own safety and being responsible when they're crossing the street. We're encouraging everyone to look up and look out for one another. The PSA will put a localized focus on the zero fatality statewide message by NDOT and the Office of Traffic Safety. The RTC's Complete Streets approach is an example of what is being done right. Complete Streets looks at road enhancements to support alternative transportation like bicycling and walking. It is a proven method that has significant safety benefits, 46% safer roads, and one that all agencies should look to when designing new streets or making improvements to older ones. This summit will be the first step in updating the Nevada Strategic Highway Safety Plan. The work you do here will lead to further safety enhancements and strategies to address this tragic trend that we're all seeing on the roads. Trends that are more than stats on a graph or words on a page. They represent, among sadly many others, the deaths of a middle school teacher, a beloved community volunteer, and an injured young man left huddled in the middle of the road. We know that one life lost is one too many. And we know that by working together, all of us, we can, strike that, we must, improve safety for everyone, pedestrians, drivers, motorcyclists, and bicyclists. I want to thank everyone for being here today. I want to thank you again for our conference hosts and our host resort, the Peppermill, for organizing this important event. So let's give a big round of applause to all those folks today. In closing, I just want to welcome all of you to the biggest little city. I know that you will find this the perfect setting to do the very important work you're all here to do and have some fun while you're at it. So thank you again. I'm honored to be here today.